are here in Greece, probably a very fitting location for the introduction to this video covering the Murmux version 2. On vacation now, and last weekend I actually got to have dinner with Yanni from Dreadbox Effects and Synths. I think that's what they're calling it now. Great guy. Had a good discussion about the Murmux and some of his stuff he's working on here in the future. And fittingly, I'm drinking a Greek, or more specifically, a Cretan craft beer. It's called Solo Oastianos, which I think means shade or shadow. And this is a porter. Being a darker beer, I guess shade or shadow is kind of appropriate. So anyway, having a great time here, and sit back and relax. The introduction overview, first look at the Dreadbox Murmux version 2. It is an awesome synth, and you'll hear that. So, cheers. Okay, hey, this is going to be a quick, and I think I really mean it this time, quick overview of the Murmux version 2. The beast is back in black, and got this a couple days ago, and don't have a lot of time to go too in depth. That's why it's going to be quick. Looking at the oscillators, first off, there are 4 types of oscillators: 2 standard switchable saw wave and pulse wave. The pulse wave is manually controllable. The first 2, first 3 are all pulse wave. You can alter it from 50% to 95%. First 2 oscillators also have glide, independent glide you can set for each of the oscillators. Third oscillator is, you can actually tune a little bit more with precision. It has a large tune knob and then a fine tune knob. And then last, VCO number 4 is actually a collection of 6 detuned saw waves. Good for drone sounds, so they said, I think, on the site. And these are your 4 primary sound sources. You also have a sub-oscillator that you can control on the mixer section here. So really you've got 6 sound sources for this synth. 3 primary oscillators, a 4th VCO4 that has the detuned saw waves, a sub-oscillator, which is a square wave. It's an octave below the first oscillator. And then you have noise, which I assume is just white noise that you can filter in. So let's just hear one oscillator all by itself, starting off. Turn down the resonance. And crank it up. Add VCO2. Add VCO3. Add the sub. Just like the original Murmux, the semi-modular that I have, it is a beefy, kick you in the ass sound. The oscillators are impacting. I like that. So a lot of differences between this and the original Murmux is, I think they said on their site, this is kind of like a combination of the Erebus modular synth module and the Murmux all combined. It's got a lot of the features they learned, obviously, from all the stuff they've been making, and incorporated most of it in this. Okay, a little more about the oscillators. They are syncable. There is a duo and unison mode, so you can actually play, much like the Erebus, put it in duo mode, turn up the filter. Interestingly, you can sync oscillator 1 to 3, 2 to 1, or 3 to 2. Very cool. And again, I mentioned all three of them are pulse width modulatable. Let's go ahead and modulate the pulse width on VCO1. Let's just hear the triangle wave without a triangle. Let's hear the square wave without any modulation. Pulse width is set to 50%, so this should be basically a square wave. Sub-wave sounds exactly like that because it's a square wave as well. And so let's try them all together. The filter is the normal 4-pole 24 dB filter, but the cool thing about this one versus the old Murmux is it also has a high pass mix in it. So if you've pulled down the low pass level a bit, the cutoff, you can go ahead and bring in the high pass. Add some resonance to that, it's cool as heck. Basically, it creates a notch filter, which is very cool. First envelope generator 1, normal attack, decay, sustain, release. You can actually control the amount that this EG1 affects the filter. Let's crank that up. Very nice. Let's see how snappy we can get it. It can actually run positive or negative. Take down that high pass filter. Okay, let's take it back up full. Bring back the saw waves. Let's hear the sound or the noise. Not bad. Oh, let's listen to that VCO4. It's like someone's squeezing out an electric fart there. Not super musical, but for electronic ideas, it's quite effective. It can also track pitch-wise to VCO1 or VCO2, or it can run free. I think that would be fun to play with on the fly. So, I already talked about EG envelope generator 1. There is envelope generator 3, a simple attack and decay. It can affect other things over here through the patch points. Just like the Erebus, we have the I think it's the exact same digitally modeled analog delay. Going down to envelope generator 2, it is basically the VCO, the voltage controlled amplitude envelope generator. Attack, combination decay and release, and sustain. Now, these other 3 settings over here are explained in the manual a little bit. This affects how strongly envelope generator 2 affects the amplitude. And the INT controls the basic VCA level. So I guess kind of the starting point of how the envelope affects the amplitude. Played with that a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how it shapes it though. Drive. This is awesome. This is for me almost the best part of the synth. Let's crank up some. This down a little bit because it will get louder. That's awesome. I love it. So anyway, a couple more LFOs, 2 and 3, that have patch points that can modulate other things in the matrix here. And all the rest of it. In total, there are like 50 patch points, I think I read. So that's it. The Murmux version 2. Awesome little package of a synthesizer. And I will be doing something more extensive, diving into it a little bit more, doing some patching examples. I'm a little better at it now than I was 2 years ago. And we'll get back into it. Okay? Cheers.